start the live streaming, and then we will start the meeting in earnest. So you must be receiving, yeah. So the meeting is live streaming now. The bar is traveling. All right. Okay. So we are live on YouTube, everyone. And as the VP Education, I will be the presiding officer till our president joins, who is due to join in about a minute or two. Everyone, once again, welcome. And Quantum Leap is an advanced Toastmasters club, which means that it has some features that are not present in conventional Toastmasters meetings. The first feature is that it always has a scientific keynote. The second is that its table topics are also uh, based on scientific topics. The whole reason for existence of the club is to promote awareness of science, technology, engineering, mathematics, environment, and human sciences. Because we feel that the founder of this club felt that recently, especially in Pakistan, our emphasis has shifted away from science and towards certain fields that are good in themselves, but are completely irrelevant to human progress and survival uh, versus science. So, for example, we are facing an environmental catastrophe. We need a sustainable source of energy. We need to promote our societal structure. And we need to also find ways and means to safeguard our planet from industrialization and from other troubles that are befalling it. And when you're in a crisis, nobody calls for an accountant like me. Nobody calls for an MBA. Nobody calls for even an artist or a poet, come to think of it. People need engineers, people need doctors, people need physicists, people need programmers, people need uh, anyone who can actually make a difference to this world. So this was the whole concept. And this club is a proud club of geeks and nerds, which means you are a geek about anything. For example, I'm a geek about cars, about science fiction, fantasy, physics. If you're a geek about anything at all, you are ready to fly your flag high at quantum leap. So without further ado, we'll move on to the guest's introduction. Today, our first guest, for the benefit of those who don't know him, I would appreciate it if Toastmaster Augustine Gill, our current area director and division director elect, can you please introduce yourself?
Assalamu alaikum to everybody. I'm Augustine Gill, currently belonging to Zenith Toastmaster Club, as well as an area director and elected division director B. So I'm pleased to be with all of nerds and Greeks. All the best for the show.
Thank you so much. We have our keynote speaker, Arsalan Ahmed, whom I personally know, but perhaps you don't know. So Arsalan, if you can introduce yourself.
First of all, thank you so much to provide me the opportunity to share my knowledge and experience with you. Uh, uh, First of all, I would like to introduce myself as by profession, I'm a digital marketing specialist, having more than 5 years of experience in the industry. Um, I had various local and international businesses to get ranked on the Google and converted potential traffic into the qualified leads and purchases. And this is the short introduction of my professional journey and career.
Arsalan, and as an additional information, Arslan is also also revamping our district's website. The project is led by DTM Saad, and Arslan is the person behind it. We have Muhammad Ali. I don't know, are you Toastmaster Muhammad Ali, or please introduce yourself.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I am Toastmaster Mohammad Ali from Lahore. I recently joined the IB Toastmaster Club in Lahore.
Or okay, so you have become a Toastmaster recently?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
and
that's
just got to know through the mutual group that we have in Lahore that about this meeting, and thought I should join.
all right. Perfect. Perfect. Most welcome. I hope you enjoy the meeting. We have Mohammad Amjad. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. My name is Amjad, and I'm basically from Saiwa. So my profession is actually software engineering. I did my bachelor in 2019 from UET Texla. So right now I'm doing a remote-based job here in which is in USA. So it is my first time to join the Toastmaster Club.
Okay, okay. Most welcome, most welcome. And finally, someone who's familiar to us as well, but uh, she's technically a guest. Hint, hint. Toastmaster Sabah Anjum, please introduce yourself. If you become a member, you will not need to introduce yourself every time you participate. Till then, you'll need. So,
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I am actually a member of two clubs. One is English Club, CA Toastmaster Club Karachi, and the other one is Urdu Club, Hum Sabka Pasandida Club, Husne Khitabat. And today I am attending first time this meeting, and inshallah, alhamdulillah, distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid has given me the opportunity today as a speaker. So I will try to improve my skills in video speech.
great, great. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sabah. So, we are so lucky that we have our current national champion of public speaking with us. And soon, our 2022 champion of public speaking will also join as a speaker. And we have Toastmaster Sabah Anjum, who is a podium finisher in two district contests. So we are privileged to have you all. And now it's my honor and privilege to hand over the floor to our Toastmaster of the day, who also happens to be our president, distinguished Toastmaster Saad.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid, fellow Toastmasters, honorable guests. Welcome to another exciting and the comeback of Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmaster Club meeting. Since the role of the presiding officer is already been taken care of by DTM Talha, it has made my job a lot easier and a lot more simpler that only I need to take care of the Toastmaster of the day's role. The, today's we have an exciting meeting because it actually revolves uh, around something which is a need of the hour for us. Building our own personal brand, expanding our brand, and letting people know that yes, knock knock, we exist, and 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 for that we need to know the basic concept of of something known as search engine optimization, and we have an amazing keynote speaker lined up for that. But before we move on to the keynote, we have two role holders which will assist in making sure the meeting goes smoothly. We have the language evaluator, which is Toastmaster Imran Rana, so he's not available with us.
So the first amendment to the agenda, he is not available. First of a few. So I can see Toastmaster Zahra. Toastmaster Zahra, is it possible for you to be the language evaluator?
I actually doubt it.
Sir, I'm not sure how, since like, how long will I be in the meeting because my session isn't, like my client got late. So I will have to leave in between. I'm so sorry.
Okay, okay. No worries, no worries. So, can anyone volunteer to be the language evaluator? Oh, DTMs are. All
I
right,
can do it.
all right. Sure. So, then please explain your
Okay.
role.
Okay, everyone. So the language evaluator is actually someone who who a, keeps an eye on the good usages of grammar, and also some words we can work upon for the future speaking opportunities. So that's what I'll be doing. Next, we have. It's also my role to 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 introduce the word of the day, which we can use throughout the meeting, and just over the top of my head, since the keynote is about SEO, the word of the day is optimized. It means making the most out of whatever you have, whatever resources you have, and using it to the best of to the fullest potential. So an example can be I I I optimize my skills to be a speaker in Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmaster meeting, which has three world champions in it, and various other experienced speakers. So that's my role. The next role is of the timer, which will be played by DTM Tala. So please explain your role.
Thank you so much. So, we have optimized the timing process as well. And now the timer is not played by any human because what I'll be doing is putting up timing videos in my background and they will time according to the project. That means that whenever you see green, you have met the minimum time for a project. For a speech, it was 5 minutes. For table topics, 1 minute. For evaluation, 2 minutes. And when you see red, you've met the maximum time for a speech. It's usually 7 minutes. For table topics, 2 minutes. And for evaluation, it's 3 minutes. And when you see red, that means that you have 30 seconds to wind up your presentation. Of course, there are 2 points of difference. Our keynote is 15 to 20 minutes long. Let me confirm that. Uh, just give me a second. Yeah, it's 15 to 20 minutes long with a 5 minutes Q&A. So that will be timed accordingly. And our round robin evaluators, they will be timed for 1 minute only. And that means that when 1 minute is complete, you'll just see red. That's pretty much it. You won't see the three colors. And taking undue advantage of having the stage, uh, I would like to also invite volunteer for the second lead evaluator. Since Toastmaster Imran Rana is not here, Toastmaster Khurram Said is supposed to speak. He'll join a little bit later. So for now, I'll just like for everyone to keep in mind that we need a lead evaluator and we also need to reshuffle the round robin evaluation for Toastmaster Khurram. So yeah, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Talab and Hamid, for your explanation of the role. So, fellow Toastmasters, yes, it's now time to move on to the keynote speech, which will be delivered by by a person with over 8 years of experience building numerous brands and brands in various markets, various niches, various industries, growing a startup, making them millions in revenue, being an entrepreneur is starting various businesses and most importantly, one of the most humble human beings I've ever met and come across, and that's actually saying something because I've actually met a lot of people. So with that, please welcome Arsalan Ahmed for for his speech for his keynote speech on search engine optimization. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words. Okay, as you guys all know that today I have to discuss about the SEO, what is SEO and how SEO works, and what is the importance of SEO in the industry for those who wants to run their business, uh, who wants to get potential customers, who want to drive quality leads and increase sales and revenue. So let's move towards the presentation, and bit by bit I will explain and let you know what exactly SEO is and how it works. Uh, can anyone please enable me to share my screen?
Yes, you can ask.
Thank you. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so as everyone familiar about the search engines, like there are a lot of search engines available on the internet, like it's our day-to-day use. Everyone goes on to the Google or Bing and start searching on the particular keywords or related queries that actually he wants, and start typing on the Google, and Google will show the list of some results. So these results are actually a website uh, through which you can get actually what you are wanting. Okay, so let's start what SEO is. SEO stands for search engine optimization. Basically, it's a process by which you optimize your website. Uh, what does optimize mean? Every search engine works on the basis of some algorithms and factors. And as an SEO expert, your key role is to optimize those factors and algorithms to get ranked your website on the top position of the search engines. It doesn't specifically means to rank your website to the Google, because there are various search engines. It's Google, it's Bing, it's Yahoo, and so on. But if I talk about the market shares, so Google has more than 90% of the shares in the industry, which means uh, it's better to optimize your website specifically for the Google. If you optimize your website specifically for the Google, which means you are able to get a lot more traffic to your website from the Google. As I have already said, it has more than 90% of the share in the industry. Uh, why SEO? Everyone wants to get uh, purchases and customers, but they also don't want to spend. So first of all, it's 100% free. You only need to spend your time and SEO skills on your website to get quality and qualified traffic to your website. And if you can show my screen, let's say if I type a keyword. Basically, this is a keyword. I am searching for a laundry, specifically in the position London. And you can see this is a SERP results. SERP means search engine result pages. There are various type of results you can see on your result pages. The first one is sponsored and some local snippets, and then you will see organic results from here. For example, if someone searches for a laundry services located in London and will see this sponsored ad, which means if you click on this link, the website owner and the advertiser who is paying for the Google for this particular position will have to pay some money to the Google, which means they are spending for getting higher position. In the meanwhile, organic positions, we don't need to pay a single penny to any advertiser or anyone. We only need to some SEO skills or knowledge through which we optimize our website for particular keywords and queries that are people searching for. There are a lot of factors according to the experts. There are more than 200 plus factors through which we can our website get ranked on the top results of the search engines. Okay, so basically this is a search engine. And the other benefit is it provides long-term benefits to the businesses. Because if I talk about paid advertisement versus organic marketing, for paid marketing, you always need to have a certain budget on a weekly or monthly basis. Either it's be thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars. You must have the budget for it. But for SEO, if you rank your website for the top position on the particular keywords, so it will provide long-term benefits, which means you don't need to pay Google or other advertising platform. Your website is already ranking. Whenever a particular or related person started searching on the Google, so it will see your website. It will provide if you keep maintaining your website, so it will up to around 12 to 16 months or sometime 2 or 3 years, continuously providing the benefit to your website and driving the potential traffic that you can also convert those traffic into the qualified leads or purchases. Also, SEO creates the brand authority. In simple words, if you continuously spending on the ads and don't take care of your service brand or brand identity, so people will not trust you, because at one moment your budget will exhaust. So what will be the next? The next is SEO. If you already optimizing your website from the scratch or beginning, so it will keep creating the brand authority in the eyes of your trusted users and search engines. Okay, so how search engine works? Before elaborating how search engine works, you must need to know what exactly search engine is. Basically, search engine is a program whose role is to filter the data from its database. Okay, every search engine has its own database, and the creator of search engines have created the bots and crawlers whose role is to visit every single website present in the entire internet. There are billions of websites, and this search engine's crawler's role is to visit each of the website, specifically those websites whose owner allowed crawlers to crawl their website. Not every website is crawlable, depending on the request of the website owner, because some of the website owner don't allow search engines to crawl their website because of the sensitive or restricted data or password protected data. Okay, so let's suppose if you're providing the services or you have an e-commerce store, so you obviously wants search engines to crawl their website. So how search engine works? Search engines has a crawlers. They send crawlers to each website. The crawler visit it and crawl the URLs in their database. And when they crawled and analyzed the website in terms of the ranking factors that already SEO experts identified, because Google and other search engines never reveals their algorithms, because it's a very secured and uh, secured information. So not every search engine reveals their algorithms. So based on the SEO experts, there are a lot of SEO factors through which we can optimize our website. So when the search engine crawlers crawl the website, they analyze the SEO factors. If you pass those factors, Google and other search engines started their website to rank on the top position. Okay. Okay, as I previously showed how SERP looks like. SERP means search engine result pages. What are the key elements of SEO? If I talk about the key elements, it's always three main key elements of SEO. The first one on page, the second one is off page, and the third one is technical. The 200 plus factor that I mentioned will be circulating around these three key elements of the SEO. Okay, let's let's deep dive into those key elements one by one. First of all, what is on-page SEO? Basically, on-page SEO refers to optimizing web page content. You are specifically talking about the a web page, not an entire website, because you can have multiple pages on your website. Either it can be a 10 or 20 pages, hundreds of pages, or thousands of pages, depending on the structure of a website. So on-page element doesn't mean to start working on the entire website. Instead, you have to optimize your website page by page. So working on a single page of a website is considered as the on-page SEO. There are a lot of factors are involved in on-page SEO. Let me show you one website through which I can explain what exactly on-page SEO means. Let's suppose I have already typed a query, laundry London, and there is a organic position holder, that is laundry heap. So if you can see, I have written laundry London, which means I specifically searching for the service located in London. And when I open this website, and you can see the URL containing the London, which means this page is specifically optimized for this position, this location. So for example, if you're providing services, multiple locations, including if I specifically talking about the UK, like you are providing laundry services in London, laundry services in Birmingham, Oxford, Manchester, there are several locations. So you cannot optimize your web page for all location in a single page. So you need to keep your pages separate for each location, like this brand has done for London. Okay. So as I can open this website. So as I said, optimizing the web page content for search engine and user. What does optimizing the content means? how search engine and analyze and detect your performance of SEO, obviously basis on the content. And user also read the content to understand its requirement. For example, if someone is searching for laundry and Google will show the result who is providing home cleaning services, they are totally different. So user intent is must, and intent requirement is fulfilled with the help of optimized content. So you will have to work. Will have to work on the content as per the SEO requirement. So this is the landing page for the laundry and dry cleaning services in the London. So there are some key elements of on-page SEO. Number one, you can see there are headings. There are headings. There are 6 types of headings, which starts from H1 to H6. These are basically the HTML tags. Google understand these tags to and the structure of the content. So the on-page elements is for the content is the H1, your content, your internal linking. How do you internal link to other pages, and so on. And what is off-page SEO? Like on page, you are working on the web page content of a website, which means your own website of a content. However, off-page SEO means those actions that you take outside of your own website. For example, there are a lot of websites on the internet. You start finding the similar ones, similar other website that relates to your business nature, and start acquiring the links for your website from the others. For example, guest blogging. If someone goes to the New York Times and Forbes and request the author to publish a guest blog and containing the link of your website, which means you are getting link from the other website. Why it's so important? Because getting a lot of backlinks from other websites increase the website authority. If you have the quality and authoritative backlinks from the other website, it will also passes the link juice from their website to your website. So that's why it's also very important to have a lot of quality backlinks for your website. Not only it is specifically over for the guest blogging, you can also get backlinks from other platforms. Like you can work on some forum platforms on which you can discuss some problems and provide the solution and linking back to your website. So people, if they are facing a specific problem uh, for the particular services, they will find the answer on those forum platforms, and they will see the link of your website that they are providing the solution of this problem. So will definitely click on their website. They will not only the passes the link to your website, but also increase the referral traffic, which will be coming from the other website to your website, which means uh, the person who is coming from the referral website has the most chances to convert into the qualified lead or customer. Okay. So next we have the technical SEO. Uh, like on page and off page, technical is also a key element of SEO. On page SEO, you are referring to optimize but every single landing page of a website, which means you are specifically or separately optimizing the web page of the each page. But in technical SEO, your role is to look the performance of the entire website. What does performance means? Performance means uh, the loading speed, the user interface and the structure of your website. As you know, majority of the traffic is coming from the mobile. According to the recent research, more than 90 or 92% of the traffic is coming from the mobile. So your website is optimized for the mobile view, because user prefers to visit the websites on the mobile instead of desktop. And loading speed. What does loading speed means? For example, you go to the search engine and start typing the query for your problem or finding some solution, whatever. You find some results on the Google and click on the website. When you land on the website, it start taking a lot of time to load. So it's a human behavior that they can't wait. If website takes more than 2 or 3 seconds to load entire website, so people started leaving to your website, which will increase the bounce rate of your website, which create a negative impact on the SEO factors. And if Google notice this behavior that your website is loading very slowly, and user is started leaving the website, so Google always prefer the user. Okay. So as I've already mentioned the search results, uh, in this search bar, user type the keyword. In the search results, we have this one of the on-page element, which is called meta title. You can include your keyword as well in the meta title. This is the meta description, and these are the snippets. Snippets can be optimized through the technical SEO. As I already said, there are more than 200 plus factors in the SEO. So each of the key element of SEO has a lot of factors that we need to look for. The most important thing is keyword research. Uh, if you have a beautiful website, if you have a stunning structure of a website, but you don't work for the keyword research and user intent and what user exactly looking for, you will always fail on the search engine. You must have to go through the proper process of keyword research. There are a lot of tools available in the market. Google itself provided a keyword research tool, which is called Keyword Planner. You can go there and create an account for free and started searching for the relevant queries that can user searches. For each location, for each service, you can find the separate keywords, create a groups, and start creating the content and web pages for those keywords, and optimizing the on-page and other factors. You will start ranking on those keywords and driving the potential traffic to your website. Okay. Rather than Google Keyword Planner, Href and SEMrush are also a very potential and powerful tool available in the market. But the difference is Google always provide their tools for free, and Href and other third-party tools, they charge some fee. If you can afford, you can definitely go for it. These tools can definitely uh, provide some other insights and metrics through which you can see what your competitors are doing. You can take an idea and start your optimizing those factors as well. So this is the dashboard of the Google Keyword Planner. As you can see, I have typed the London. You can see in particular location, average searches volume is 1900, which means 1900 people on an average search this keyword on the Google. You can also find the other relevant keywords and create a group and create content. As content is king, and SEO it's queen. Because without SEO, content is nothing, and without the content, SEO cannot perform very well. So both are important for each other. For optimizing, as I said, you will have to optimize the headings and paragraphs, meta tags, and descriptions that I previously mentioned. For tools like Google Keyword Planners, there are other tools like Href, SEMrush, Moz, and other tracking platform provided by the Google, through which you can track the performance You can judge how many users are coming, from where they are coming, either it's organic or paid or referral. You can uh, track each and every behavior of your user. Okay, so there are some myths as well. There is a common myths like people says more backlinks are always better, but it's not true. Reality is quality over quantity matters more. If you get quality backlinks rather than quantity, you will definitely uh, pass the signal to Google that we are working with some white hat level SEOs. Okay, and some other thing people says you should have to done SEO one time. No, it's not a one time task. The reality is SEO needs ongoing efforts and updating, because your competitors keep updating the content and other factors regularly. Okay, so thank you for listening. It's all about the basic introduction of SEO. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm available.
Thank you very much, Arsalan,
Thank you. Welcome.
for that uh, for that interesting introduction to SEO. Yes, it might sound lengthy for many people, but once you get into it, it's actually quite exciting and interesting, as we both know that
Try to
it's a
keep it
very
short.
vast. Yes, it's that was amazing. That was a wonderful keynote telling about the basics of SEO. And if if anyone has a has a question, we'll only take one question. If uh, if someone has a query about the whole keynote, they can ask. And if they yes, Hidden.
Thank you so much. Oh, I think we should give a chance to Muhammad Ali though,
Yeah,
because I can ask my questions anytime. So
absolutely. So, Muhammad Ali sir, go.
No, you can go ahead with your question. Okay. So I just wanted to ask if the SEO techniques are they because the content is not limited to websites now. There are Facebook pages, there are YouTube videos, there are Instagram as well, where brand lead generation occurs. So do all these platforms follow the same techniques? Do we have same algorithms, or we might be doing something differently for all these platforms?
Yeah, obviously there are some other platforms involving in the today's market, because social media is very important. So as I have already mentioned, the off-page SEO factors, the taking backlinks from the guest blogging platforms and other websites. In other website means you can also create your social appearance on the social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram. You can also you must say people created a Facebook page and Instagram page and link their website to those pages whenever a person visited on the social media pages, and they definitely when they definitely want their user to visit their website, because uh, getting leads and selling some products can only be possible through the website nowadays. So obviously social media and other platforms are also important with SEO.
Thank you very much, Muhammad Ali, for that question, and thank you, Arsalan, for your answer. And I would really ask you to give me approval that can I send your contact on our WhatsApp group that we can ask various question and queries to you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, sure,
If
no
that's
problem.
fine.
No problem.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Arslan, and we look forward to having you back for more such keynote meeting events and and guide us to be to be better at our business. Thank you very much. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, we'll now move on to the next part, and I've been requested to conduct the table topics before the prepared speech. So, if it's okay with the VP Education,
You are president and also the TMO. So you should not need to ask the VP Education.
okay. I was just trying to be modest. So with that, let's begin the table topic session, which is the impromptu speaking, and that will be conducted by our immediate past president, distinguished Toastmaster Saif Ali Sheikh. So over to you, DTM Saif.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster. I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Let me request Toastmaster Augustine a topic for you. Toastmaster Augustine, you are with us?
Yes, DTM Saf.
So topic for you. Share a personal story of overcoming a setback and the lesson you learned. The topic for you, share a personal story of overcoming a setback and the lesson you learned. Over to Toastmaster Augustine.
One of the sudden moment of my life was this, that I was not able to get good marks in my metric. I was feeling very low and depressed. But one of my mentors, he took the courage to explain to me that those people whose brain is not working properly, but their hands and their feet are work very nice. Our current examination is not the real picture of your intelligence and not the real picture of your God gifted talent as well as your skill. So life is full of options. Go ahead. And these words are still with me. And I started approving starting to improving myself by my skills, by my talent. And then I converted my life. I am a professional sales management consultant, as well as professional manager. And I worked 30 years for a multinational in sales and management. And now, at the moment, I am having a lead generation in a multinational company, US based, working remotely. So, my message is this: when life gives you lemons, do not get depressed, make lemonade out of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Augustine. What a wonderful knowledge you have shared with us. And my next speaker, Toastmaster DTM Iram Rizvi with us.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, very much. Can I read out the topic for you?
Yes, please, sir.
DTM Iram Rizvi, topic for you, how can we reignite enthusiasm and motivation within our teams after a period of stagnation? Let me read again. How can we reignite enthusiasm and motivation within our team after a period of stagnation? Over to DTM Hiram Rizvi.
I couldn't understand the part about after the period of, but however, I'll take the first part, which is how to ignite the enthusiasm within the team. I think while working in an organization or even at your home or within your community, you're always surrounded by team. Sometimes that team could be the people who get salary paid just like you. Some of them, they are just paid with great words, or some of them, they're just doing their roles without getting anything paid at all. So I would say that in any community that you are, or anywhere you are, where you are a part of a team or handling a team, it's important that give them valuable feedback. The feedback is very necessarily very vital that it should have good points too. Now, if I could just take a very simple example of the workers at my home, and I'm handling them as a team, and I try that my husband doesn't encounter much with them, what I do is that I give them constantly in the whole day, a couple of times, a good thumbs up, what they have done the whole day. Thank you so much for changing, Yusuf. Thank you so much. His clothes are so amazing today. I like the color. The flavor was amazing in the food. Thank you for cleaning up the car because I was in urgency. So I keep on doing that so that when suddenly I need to tell them something which needs correction at that point, it doesn't feel like a burden. So if I say that, you have used red chili instead of black, I told you that my father-in-law has ulcer, you need to take care. So that doesn't really hit them back. It keeps them positive because the whole day I was looking for chances to give them good feedback. In any place you are, organization, family, community, your own household, it's important to keep telling them what's good in them. And so that once you add a point of feedback, it doesn't affect them badly. So to create positivity, enthusiasm, let's slightly fake the good points. Let's slightly make them bigger. And so that it buffs up, it makes them feel good. And then bringing up a feedback where it is required. I hope I've answered the question. Over to the table topics master.
Thank you very much, DTM Hiram Rizvi. And let me request Toastmaster Sabha. Are you with us?
Yes, I am with you, but I have
Toastmaster Sabha.
yeah.
Toastmaster Sabha, the question for you, how can we adopt and evolve to ensure our continued relevancy in a constantly changing world? Let me repeat the topic for you. How can we adopt and evolve to ensure our continued relevancy in a constantly changing world?
In a constantly changing world, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
In a constantly changing world, to prove our existence and relevancy is actually very challenging. Because the quicker it is changing now, the environment, because of the technology, and the faster people have an expectation with us that we will be adapting the changing environment in a fast track is also quite demanding. With this challenge, I believe a person must have a clarity about their mission and goals, first of all, in their life. But we know and accept that, yeah, we would accept the changing environment, we will adapt with that. Then from that point, actually, our journey starts. And then we decide which pathway we have to take to prove our relevance to the changing environment. For instance, I never knew before joining Toastmaster that I would be attending Zoom meetings. I was far away from that thing. I didn't know how to even to start it, the Zoom meeting. I didn't know how to switch on my video. I didn't know how to pin it. So that's mean I was not relevant here. So what I understood, to show your relevance to the entire changing world, we must develop our skills every day in each step. It's not talent, it's not God-gifted quality. It's all about skills. Once you think you cannot achieve those skills, you are absolutely incorrect. Every skill can be achieved with your efforts and with your first step. And just in 2.5 years, you would see you are an expert in that. So keep showing the relevance of your existence to the changing world by taking each baby step. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sabha. Let me request Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Are you with us? Toastmaster Umar Farooq, are you with us?
Yes, sir, I am almost there with you.
Okay, the topic for you is what strategies can we implement to future-proof our success against potential disruption? Let me repeat the topic. What strategies can we implement to future-proof our success against potential disruption? Toastmaster Umar Farooq.
Oh, there is a background noise, I think.
Now it's okay?
No, it's okay, yes. Excellent topic, DTM Saf, and we and in our entire life we prepare to live, we will do those things, we will do that thing, but we don't start living. We have make so many plans. I will do this thing, it will happen like this. All these mental maps we make and expectations that we create for ourselves. The best strategy to future proof ourselves, our success, is to live in the present. When we think about too much of the future, we ruin our present. And when we think about, okay, what happened in past, I will learn and I will apply it and all will happen, everything will change. In a world that is constantly changing, constantly trying to change us, being your own self and being your recognizing your own potential and trusting yourself. So when we worry about the future is something that has not happened yet. Why worry about it? Just relax, enjoy the process that you are going through, make some mistakes, have some of those ups and downs, and that those are the things that shape you up. If I remember my from my childhood till now, all those things that have happened to me, positive, negative, all those things have shaped me. Although even the worst things or something, maybe the bad things, the today the Umar Farooq who is is Umar Farooq, all those things that has happened have in the hindsight, if I see, okay, those things are things that are those matter a lot in our lives. So in order to future proof ourselves and those strategies we are talking about, set aside those strategies. Just recognize your true potential, work on yourself for yourself, and focus on building your own true self. That's the most best strategy that you can have, and trust the process. Over to you, DTM Chef.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Umar Farooq. And my next table topic speaker is Toastmaster Arvind. Are you with us? Unmute yourself. Toastmaster Arvind.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. The topic for you, how can we leverage challenges to create new opportunities in our work? How can we leverage challenges to create new opportunities in our work? Over to Toastmaster Arvind.
With regards to leveraging the challenges that we face in our work, right now, I work in a semiconductors, and it's now badly hit by the global or geopolitical um, conflict between two big countries like America and China. And there's such thing as trading restriction, and this poses a big challenge for us. And one thing that I have observed and we are now implementing is to continue to create a high quality product because this is what differentiate the competition. We need to continue to improve the processes so that the quality of the product will not suffer. And with this, even though that there is misunderstanding between these two countries with a excellent product that we offer, I think it will um, overcome the challenges that we are facing nowadays. And we keep on introducing new products with high efficiency when it comes to its performance so as to attract the customers, and hopefully the customers will appreciate it and will consider the product in their new design. These are the things that we're doing, and we continuously doing the brainstorming on how to better the way we do things in the company. Back to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So nice of you. Timer report, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Table Topics Master. All our table topic speakers have qualified, and that is why I'll be floating a poll for everyone to vote for their favorite speaker. Thank you so much, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much, fellow Toastmaster and the guests. You can cast the vote to whom you think is the best table topic speaker. By this, I hand over control back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmasters Saif Ali Sheikh, for that rapid table topic section, and I welcome all the guests who have just joined us. Looking forward to making sure you have a wonderful experience, because we are about to have a prepared speech session with modular evaluators. That's something which is not commonly seen, and you will find out what that is. So to begin the prepared speech session, the first speaker we have is Toastmaster Sabah Anjum Hori, and the lead evaluator of Toastmaster Sabah will be DTM Tala bin Hamid. So DTM Tala, can you please explain the speech objectives if possible?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Before explaining this objective, I'd like to introduce my evaluator panel. Our lead evaluator is myself. Our auditory evaluator is DTM Saad. Our visual evaluator is DTM Aram. Our perceptible evaluator, Toastmaster Khurram Saeed, and structural and language evaluator will be DTM Saif. DTM Saif, I hope you can hear the speech well. Would it be possible for you?
I think I can't. No, I think it is difficult for me because it is a signal issue.
Okay.
So it's better you get the.
DTM Tala, I can be.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sure. We have Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim for structural and language evaluation. Our project today with Toastmaster Sabah Anjum is writing a speech with purpose her path is, just let me check. I think it's leadership development. Am I right? Dynamic leadership. Dynamic leadership, writing a speech with purpose. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The member completing this project is working to write a speech with purpose. The speech they create must be well-written and clearly focused. Their goal is to meet the express purpose statement with a well-executed speech. And that also leads to a startling realization that every speech that is not made under this project is purposeless. So yeah, congratulations every other speaker. I find it weird, honestly speaking, that why does this project get to have a purpose and what are the purposes of other projects? Anyhow, Toastmasters Sabha, would you like to state your purpose before you start your speech? What is the purpose of your speech?
A beautiful message of 3 magical words to the world.
Okay, a beautiful message of 3 magical words. All right. So
am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. Because of course you are a district contest finalist. So why wouldn't you be audible and visible? So especially after the stern warnings from contest chair a day before. Anyhow, so everyone, I hope you can see the timer. I'm the timing window. I hope you can see. I'll add the spotlight. Now can you see? Toastmasters, can you see the timer window?
Yeah.
All right. So
it's with you, right? I have pinned you. Am I right?
Yes. Everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmasters Sabha Anjum. You are lovely, Toastmasters Sabha Anjum.
So there is a difference between a tear of a man and woman. Man's tear is just a combination of water and salt, very cheap. But a woman's tear is expensive. How? When it flows and mixed from the eye, it actually got mixed with the Maybelline eyeliner. When it reaches to the cheeks, it mixes with the blush of Dior. And finally, when it mixes with the lipstick, it has beautiful colors also. And then it becomes not only colorful, but also costly. And costly on the pocket of their men. So never make a woman cry. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, would like to let you know how in our houses the innocent baby girls brought up. The baby girls have a lot of innocence. When I was a small child, I used to brush my teeth for a longer time because I saw in one commercial that when we brush our teeth, they become shiny and we can see the stars all over. I waited every day for those stars, and one fine day, I found those stars all over. And suddenly I got to know it was basically from the slap of my mother on my head because I was getting late for the school. And then on the other day, I wanted to make my father happy. So I took his black shoe in my hands and started polishing with the white polish. I was happy. I thought my father would be happy too, but he scolded me a lot because I spoiled his shoes. But that day, I got to know I have visualization, imaginations, and I can play with colors. And I started making drawings. So this is the innocence of our beautiful girls at our home. Going forward, I saw a man, my brother. One day, his daughter was crying like hell. She was just 2.5 years. She was crying, wah, wah, wah. My brother gave everything to her so that she should stop crying. Her favorite teddy bear, the laptop, the tab, the mobile, the cartoons, but she didn't stop crying. That moment, suddenly, my brother got silent. He felt he's helpless. He's so helpless because he is a responsible man and he can't see his woman crying. He felt he's failed. And that's how our responsible men feels when their woman cries. They want to bring a solution, but they didn't know why the woman can't just stop crying when they gave every solution to them. That time, man feels helpless and failed, but actually he is not. It's woman who is not understanding anything. So feel good. It's not your fault, man. That time, suddenly, my brother got another idea. He came to his daughter slowly and just hugged her. Did she stop crying? No. She just stopped screaming. Tears were already flowing, like the way it was earlier. Then he did another trick. He kept his cheeks on his cheeks like this and said, and just tried to feel it. And then she stopped really crying and tears also stopped. Did she smile? No. Then he said to her 3 magical words. You are lovely. You are lovely. You are lovely, my daughter. And then she had a beautiful smile on her face. So guys, my brother said, that day I understand and discovered and explored a woman. He never understood a woman from his mother, from wife, from sister. He explored the woman from his daughter. He said, women are actually sitting in the driving seat of emotions, sentiments. They can cry when they got a baby. They do cry when they don't get a baby. They cry when they get married. They don't cry or cry when they don't get married. So it's all about their emotions. So now it's about consoling the emotions. How? Right now, you people are attending a meeting of Toastmaster on Saturday. This is a weekend, man. You should be occupied with your family. Give them the quality time. Are you able to do? No. So now maybe they can put something on your head once you finish the same meeting. And they can be so much angry, your woman. So just take your phone in your hand, put the password, open the window of your beloved woman, and just write 3 magical words. You are lovely. You are lovely. You are lovely. Write it down. What you're waiting for? To your mother, to your sister, to your daughter, and to your spouse. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sabha. Now I will start with the main evaluation, and that will be followed by modular evaluators. Toastmaster Sabha, it would be good if you could keep your video on if possible. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just put on the timer and then I'll start. Okay, here it is. The Toastmaster Sabha, 3 magical words. You started very well, you approached the camera and you created superb humor. I've never quite heard a tear described like that. I thought you would say that women's tears are full of emotions, full of pain, and full of a lifetime of hurt and victimization. But no, they're full of expensive makeup products. So very, very unexpected twist right at the beginning. I love the way you approached the camera and you owned the description. That was perhaps to me the defining part of your speech, the self-deprecating humor, you talking about women without leaning on the usual ultra hyper feminist narratives, keeping it real. That is something very, very admirable in my book. Then I also enjoyed the story of the slap from your mother, seeing stars after the slap. When you said that I could see stars all over, that resulted from my mother's slap. Again, very enjoyable. I don't know why, but this is the best kind of humor. And perhaps that's because humans enjoy other humans getting hurt. And that somehow makes us laugh. You were very animated throughout the speech, which is again admirable, given the fact that you are only learning to master the online medium. But I think, congratulations, you use it very well, and you will realize that there are some definite advantages to the online medium. We can see your expressions, your emotions are amplified, your movements are amplified. You can manipulate your framing, which none of which is possible when you're in an open setting or on a stage, because there you cannot control how the audience sees you. But here, in this online setting, you can control how the audience sees you. Your speech does not need to be a speech. It can be a mini movie where you get to control the camera angle, the close-up levels, the lighting, the voice modulation, everything. In fact, if you go through the laundry list of criteria of an evaluation, you will realize that all of that can be excellently presented in an online medium. You were clearly emotionally invested in the story, and your conclusion was very effective, very simple, not preachy, very logical, and very, I would say, very affecting. Uh, a few improvement areas. The camera angle could be improved. You had a slightly bent stance because of that. And you could have said visualization and imagination more expressively rather than flatly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will now hand over the charge to our modular evaluators. So yeah. Our first modular evaluator for today is our visual evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Ira. So DTM Ira, over to you.
Thank you very much, lead evaluator. Toastmaster Sabha Anjum, really enjoyed your speech. The visual part of your speech, I could see that you did use a blur background. And I am not a big fan of blur backgrounds because I've usually noticed that once you're moving, it leaves a bit of an edge around you. It makes one feel that somebody is behind you or following you or some kind of that sort, and especially when you're new at Zoom or online presence. And of course, when you move your hands, it doesn't exactly show the visually that it's done with that speed. But I like the way that your voice was powerful, so everything went along with it. The one thing that you can take care next time is probably have a blank background and give a shot by not using the blur visuals. All the best to you.
Thank you so much. Our next evaluator is auditory evaluator DTM Sar. Over to you, DTM Sar.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Tala. Toastmasters Sabha, your speech had various moments to and fro, left and right. Normally that would disturb the audio, but in this case, your mic was so wonderful that we could listen and actually understand each and every word you said. So that part was fine. Just one thing uh, uh, which was which was which could have been done a bit better was your speech look more a monotone. So your speech had a certain pitch, and that continued throughout, despite of having various characters where you could have changed your pitch. So that was just me nitpicking, but all in all, it was a very impactful and a powerful speech. So back to DTM Tala.
Thank you, DTM Sir. Now it's our turn for the perceptible evaluation and Toastmaster forums. Say, over to you.
Thank you, lead evaluator. Toastmaster Sabha Anjum, these are the kind of speech which put challenge to the evaluator itself. It was a very nicely, well prepared, well structured, and very well delivering the message. Although as everything have a room of improvement, what I would suggest into this speech is that once the ending was quite sudden, so you can build it a bit more slower pace and build it a bit more ending in a nice way, and then between the stories you can develop a bit of a transition into the stories when we're jumping from one story to another story, a bit of a pause between the stories so we can understand that where the transition is happening. Other than that, it was an excellent speech, a big challenge for me to give that evaluation. Over to you, lead evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Khurram. Now for our structural language evaluation, Toastmaster.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Do you know what I think? I think you are lovely. Toastmaster Savanjo. The three magical words. How you what I would like to say, how you incorporated the entire story, how you started off with the entire speech. I would say it was wonderful, and how you basically there was agreement, disagreement. You tried to incorporate the audience till the end, like while asking the question to the audience. There you have a question, and you used to say why, even a how question, and by even problem solving, like the reason, and then asking the audience, like when you said I've written it down, yeah, like when you said how, or you said helpless, and you said did she smile, no. So even at the end you incorporated the audience till the end, and I would like to say your structure was very well, it was very well structured speech. But I would just want to say one thing: if you could have incorporated hand and body gestures with the words elicited, it would have made a more impact on the audience. Like it would have highlighted your structure. So yeah, thank you very much. Over to our lead evaluator.
Thank you so much.
Tala.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zahra. So now, Toastmaster Sabha, you have 1 minute to give your feedback on how does it feel to be evaluated by two national champions of public speaking, their VP education, the Zoom master of National Championship of Public Speaking, and his fiance. Over to you.
I'm speechless. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Everything was creative and different for me today. Before joining this meeting, I was thinking every other day we join Toastmasters meeting, what will be different here? But it was mesmerizing when I saw very first time that an evaluation can be broken in 4 parts. So I understood really that's how the speaker is more focused. Like you have broken it as a title. Someone will be talking about the content only. Someone will talk about the video and then the gestures. It's amazing. And above all, I'm so much privileged that the evaluators are distinguished Toastmasters. And now I have more expectations from all of you. Please, if you like this message, kindly help me to move it on one step ahead. And if you can give me your written evaluation in one-liner even, I would like to incorporate and I would like to repeat this passage. Because once distinguished Toastmaster Rashid Dastagir has listened this speech for the very first time, and he asked me that please work on this speech. It has a great, strong message. So I want to work now. He said me this last year. Now I am ready, and I think I have such an experienced team with me. They can take me one step ahead, and I can prove myself relevant for the video speech contest. Inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a privilege having you, Toastmaster Sabha. And of course, I think I speak for all of us when I say that um, even having heard this speech before, it struck me just as lovely, being as lovely as it was the first time. So I think we were all blown away by your, not only your delivery, but also the message of your speech. Now we are moving on. And of course, you know what to do now, because we award speech slots on in Quantum Leap technically to anyone, but only when they're left from the members. So you are welcome to visit this club anytime and other online clubs as well. I will request, if possible at all, for the modular evaluators to perhaps send private message to Sabha, summarizing one point maybe about their evaluation, and I'll try to share a written evaluation later. Now we have someone who is up and ready to go, raring to get on the stage for the past half hour, and we can see him. But there's a twist to the story here as well. Our lead evaluator is designated lead evaluator is not available, and DTM Miram has rightly asked that she would like her role to be shuffled. So DTM Miram, how about you being the lead evaluator? Is that okay with you?
Yes, absolutely fine. I would like to get the project details.
All right.
Or if
So,
you could do the honors, read the objectives, and we can take it up from there.
Sorry, can you come again, Ira?
If you could do the honors, if you have the objectives, you can.
Yeah, sure.
We can take it
I'll do that. I'll do that. So I'll do that. And so our lead evaluator is DTM Iram. Our auditory evaluator, I will switch things up and okay. Toastmaster Zara, if you could be the auditory evaluator this time, that would be great. Perceptible evaluator, who could it be? The speech is perception. Okay, DTM SARS is the perceptible evaluator. And what about visual evaluator? Visual evaluation. Okay, Toastmaster Umar Farooq, could you be our visual evaluator? That means you'll have to give 1 minute feedback about the visual aspects of the speech. Are you up for it?
The technical was or the physical, like body language you are talking about?
Both. Usually
Both.
Usually by visual we means body language, gestures, and expressions.
Okay.
But if there's a glaring technical aspect, you can point that out. Is that okay?
Sure. Okay, no issues.
And structural language, I would take care of. So once again, to repeat, our auditory evaluator is Toastmaster Zara. Our visual evaluator is Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Our perceptible evaluator is DTM Saad, and structural language evaluator is DTM Talhabin Ahmed. So Toastmaster Khurram Saeed is delivering his project from Dynamic Leadership, Understanding Your Communication Style. And in this, the member has actually gone to the website and filled out a questionnaire identifying their communication style. They can expound upon the various communication styles and identify which one works from them through examples, or they can just focus on one communication style and expand upon that. So that is, and the speech should also have an element of how they put their communication style to use. So that is the project, and the duration is 5 to 7 minutes. So everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Khurram Saeed. Chishti, absolutely lovely to have you back. And I'll also pin my window as the timer.
It was a lonely night.
Sorry.
Blazing.
Sorry. Let me announce the name of the speech. Toastmaster
Okay.
Khurram Sahib, orchestrate Toastmaster Khurram Sahib.
Thank you, DTM Talal Hamid. It was the lonely night. Blazing wind, thunder and lightning. And on the train station platform, it was just me and she. Her silent eyes were screaming and asking, come, come near me, come more near, and near, and near, and give me your cup of tea. Give me, leave the cup of tea. Mom, what are you doing here? Leave the cup of tea while you are sleeping. Fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, like we change our dress in different occasions according to the situation, our communication also changed the dress according to the situation and the occasion. I also changed my dress. I put on my uniform, get ready to go to the college, come down to the kitchen and start talking. Ammi, Mom, have you realized that from the beginning of this year, every weekend you are passing out my pocket money? Also, on the last March, 1 week I was off, you didn't pay. And half of my summer vacation, no, you're far behind your payments. So what I'm asking you, you're 43% behind your payments. Please pay me now. Suddenly, I see a Milky Way all around me, and I realize that the communications are not just direct, initiative, analytical, or sportive. They are also non-verbal. It was the belna, the rolling pin of my mother under my back, and she say, "Ah, you got your payment now? Go to school." Yes, Mom. So, fellow Toastmasters, as you have just realized that my dominant style is very direct, but I have learned over the course of time that you don't have to be direct at every time in your life. And when you observe all around your world, those styles are even everywhere. And interestingly, today, I will talk about those communication styles in a slightly different way. Have you ever observed that these communication styles are there also in animals? Let's start with the crocodile. So, crocodile is always like under the water, not talking too much, just looking around. And when the prey come near him, that's where the to the point communication starts. He come out, he start the communication, he grab the result, he go back in, communication end, very to the point, very straight. Let's talk about monkeys. They are very initiative. They want to move around They want to interact with each other. They even come around the humans, go around, take the food, whatever they want, but they don't stop. They come back again, and then they interact, and then they move around, and then they take whatever they want. So monkeys are more initiative in their communication style. On the other hand, if you look toward the cats and dogs, they are very supportive. They want to cuddle, padded, get calm, make you calm. So they have a very supportive style of their communication. But the humpback whales or dolphins, they are very analytical. When they communicate with their voice, they analyze how much far are their other beings, how they want to communicate, how they want to speed up, slow down. So they are very analytical in their communication. Well, I have lots of friends as well who have those animal styles. I mean, different communication styles. But over the passage of my life, what I have learned is that there is no one communication way that make you through into your life. Like in a music, if you have just one instrument around you, you'll not enjoy it. So what my message today is to orchestrate your communication, a little beat of drum to communicate straight, a few strings of guitar to initiate a song, a supportive sound of flute to make the communication cute. Analytically choose your phrase as a piano create the air. Be firm, not rude. Be kind, but not careless. Keep communicating, keep optimizing, and orchestrate. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Paramchisi. So I'm going to do something different as a lead evaluator today. Instead of me going ahead first, giving the evaluations, I'm going to ask my team to do that. And I'm going to see if there are points that I have observed which are different so that I can add them up in the end in my 2.5 minutes of evaluation, 3 minutes. So I'm going to first invite Toastmaster Zahra for auditory. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Right. Over to you, Toastmaster Zahra, for 1 minute of evaluation on auditory.
All right. Lonely night, thunder and lightning, silent eyes were screaming, come near me. All the words you elicited, they were with pauses, it has emphasis, it has prosody. Even I have observed whatever words were spoken during the entire speech, you tried to incorporate hand and body gestures. So they were really much aligned with each of the words spoken. I admire like the emphasis which you the emphasis like my pocket money far behind and your payment. So what you were trying to basically tell the other person. So you tried to you had pauses, you had emphasis, you had even prosody. So I would say it was a wonderful mixture of auditory component. Yeah, yes, thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Zahra. My second team member evaluator is DTM Saad, and I'm going to request him to share their perceptible of the speech. DTM Saad.
Thank you very much. DTM Iram. Toastmaster Forum, the message of your speech was to elaborate on your communication style, and you made us understand those by by referencing humans, animals. So that made it I made it easier for you, for you, and also the audience to 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 connect and understand what you were saying. So that was a nice tactic, and you were successful in that. Back to the lead evaluator.
Thank you very much, DTM Saab, for sharing that. Now I would like to invite for the visuals evaluation, Toastmaster Umar Farooq.
Thank you, Madam Lead Evaluator. Toastmaster Khurram, what a wonderful speech, great body language and all. I'll just go on to the things that you can improve. I felt opening did not gel with the overall speech. I thought you were talking about a dream and how it is connecting with your communication style. Maybe could have done be better. Secondly, I am not a fan of memorizing the speech. You have to internalize your speech. Okay, a lot of times you are looking down on the script when you're specifically talking about the animals and the musical instruments analogies that you are making. Both the analogies, in that case, you are talking maybe looking down and reading from the script. Or I would prefer you internalize the speech and you could be more natural. Another thing is that give your real life example. Who is Khurram Chishti as a communicator? What is your communication style and how you implement in your real life? I thought you missed that point. And overall, conclusion could have been more crux. What is the takeaway message for us? Everybody has a unique communication style. You can give that. Over to you, Madam Lead Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Umar. We were very specifically looking for a feedback on visuals. So this is a learning for all of us because Toastmaster Umar has attended for the very first time. So yes, how the rest of the evaluators have done that, they have just worked on one part. So this is what you're looking for. So the visual part is that, you know, how Toastmaster Khurram Chishti is looking today, how did you use the background, how was movement, how did you feel through your eyes, that, you know, technically, and what was on the screen, how did you feel? So I would just slightly take 10-15 seconds of that part that I really felt Toastmaster Khurram that it was done very well. Plain background, my mind did not go anywhere. I was completely focused on everything you did. My only feedback, because I have to push myself to give, is that because the background was white, I wish you wore something blue or slightly different color so that it just, you know, you would just stand out more. That's just one tip pushing up myself. Now I would like to call my last role player as evaluator, and that is DTM Talha bin Hamid to evaluate on the structure part of the speech.
Thank you so much. So structure and language. First of all, the structure, I think it was fine. It was an engaging story. And you managed to inject a lot of humor into it. And you also managed to give a few unexpected twists and turns, something which I absolutely love. For example, it was an epiphany for all of us that in addition to the communication styles mentioned in the standard Toastmasters manual, what about the non-verbal communication? That was, for me at least, a big revelation. It's not mentioned anywhere. Also, weight is put on non-verbal communication in the rest of the Toastmasters curriculum. In this particular project, it is not mentioned anywhere. So thank you for pointing that out. A few language problems here and there. For example, more near could have been nearer. And so a few grammatical errors here and there, which took a bit away. So when you draft a script, perhaps it would be a good idea to go over it from a grammar perspective. And that's pretty much it. Otherwise, I think it had a proper opening, body, and conclusion. So fantastic. Over to you, Madam Leader.
Thank you very much, DTM Talha bin Hamid. It is really not easy to time yourself and evaluation. So a virtual clap for him to do that. I would usually get carried away, but he's a master of multitasker. So please start my time. As the lead evaluator, I would like to say thank you to all of my evaluators in the team for helping me get those points separated done. And it really gives a lot of focus once you're evaluating point by point. And these are the 4-5 main points that we have to take care when we are building up our speech. So this really takes a speech on the next level. Toastmaster Khurram Chishti, it's always a pleasure to see you on screen. You're always a mix of drama, action, voice modulations, everything out there which is required for a beautiful speech. We can see that a Toastmaster can put that up in any project. You do not need to just perform when the contests are happening. You need to do a performance in each and every project of yours to do the justification with the outlines and the objectives. Kudos to you for that. First of all, you have hit your objectives. The project said clearly that either speak about your communication style or talk about different communication styles there, which has been aligned by the Toastmasters International. You have touched both of them. I like the way very nicely you brought in your style that did not work with your mother. And then you brought the different communication styles, interpreting them through animals. And in the end, actually sharing the fact that we all cannot be one style communicator. This is something even I beg to differ. That, yes, this is my major probably style, but I am into many more other styles. And I change when I speak to you. I change when I'm in Toastmasters meetings. I change when I speak to my husband. I change when I speak to my in-laws. So we do have different communication styles for that. What I love about your speech further was that you have great voice modulation. The monkeys came in, your mother responded, all of those noises that were happening, they were amazing. I really liked that you had those up and downs. I like the way how you use the screen stage. You came further when you talked about the crocodile. I could feel as if the crocodile was coming closer with that eyes around there. So I like the way you use the front and back of the stage, which is very vital and amazing when you're doing it on screen. You wouldn't get that if you do it physically. And the third thing that I really liked was your humor, your punches, which just came suddenly. We are getting trained on communication styles, and then suddenly one punch comes here. Some of these animals are my friends, and then you change it that, friends are not animals. Those punchlines were amazing. One piece of advice that I would like to give you, and as I said, that it is important that we give feedback even to the best of the speeches, was that even I do that a lot, that you were looking slightly on one side of the screen, because probably we look at ourselves, that how do we look, we don't go out of the screen. And later in the end, I felt you were looking down a bit. So at times it happens that some analogy, poetry and all we write down so that we remind, and that is me nitpicking. I and you, we both have to practice that once we are doing speech, probably just have timer out there and look into the camera, which is tough. Some of us have mastered that, but probably this is one of the tips that I could give you out from the speech. Beautifully done voices, wonderful usage of screen, coming further, going back, going right, going left, vocal varieties of yourself, your mother, different animals in the middle, showing us how vocals could be beautifully used. I love your background. Just one tip, to just have more eye contact towards the camera, especially when you're trying to make an impact, would take the speech further. Thank you very much. And I would like to say thanks to all of my evaluators. And now I would like to request, now I would like to give it back to the TMOD to request the speaker. So over to you, Mr. DTM Saab.
Thank you very much, DTM Iram, and each and every modular evaluator. Next is the time for the feedback on the feedback by Toastmaster Forum. So over to you for the feedback.
First of all, thank you very much, everyone, for the great evaluation. Everyone, every word that have been said is an absolute spot on. And let me put some lame excuses here. I'm a bit rusty and dusty right now, coming back on the stage to do speech after 1 year. The speech has been written just 1 hour before, so I do not able to memorize everything. So and it's like 6 a.m. right now here. So I'm enjoying speech and talking to you. Thank you, the lead evaluator, Iram Rizvi. Her great way of talking peer to peer in a very nice, protective way, giving a constructive feedback, bringing her examples in as well to being it more polite. So thank you so much for that. I will work on that one, and definitely every next speech will be better than the previous one. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Forum. And yes, we all learn, we all improve and looking forward to more and more part pa- participation from you in future Quantum Leap Advanced meetings. Thank you very much. Now, now everyone, we'll move on to the next part, which is why uh, we are all here on on a weekend morning for most of us, Pakistan, India, and and the Middle East, and we are all here to know what we did well and what we can work upon, and and for that we have the general evaluations session conducted by the general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. So over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Saad, and welcome everybody to the general evaluation session. Before I go ahead giving any kind of evaluations, please accept the disclaimer that whatever evaluations you get today is a personal view of my experience in Toastmasters. Similarly, everybody who has evaluated today in my team has shared their personal perspective. So you can pick up anything you like, and you're most welcome to drop without feeling anything negative, that it was all done because this is our experience in Toastmasters, and we learn from each other. Even today, at the time when we're evaluating, I'm learning from you all. So I'm going to go ahead calling my team to share their reports. So the first person I'm going to call today is the language evaluator, and that is DTM Saad. So DTM Saad, would you like to please share your report for today?
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. The word of the day was optimized as per as per the keynote speech. It was used by DTM Tada, Toastmaster Forum, myself, and of course the keynote speaker multiple times, because his whole whole speech was about optimization. The 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 good usages of a language were far too many to note down, and one one word was used, and and orchestra orchestrate your communication. A word was used, elicited, and 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 various other terms which might be a bit not too exciting for everyone. On page SEO, the off page SEO, the keyword, the ranking, the SERP, and various other. It it was it, it was exciting for me. So so that can be subjective, and and some is a word we could have used better was a word was used, responsible man feels. That was that could have been a responsible, and the word was used, responsible man feels. That could have been used, responsible man feels. And one more word, more near, that could have been nearer. And the last one, the SEO. And the SEO can be said only as SEO. So that's it from my side. Back to DTM.
Thank you very much, DTM Saad. So do we take reports from the time of the day? Those DTM Talha bin Hamid. Just give a general report.
I think we have taken the timing, the
It's all right then.
disqualification. We can move on.
I'm going to
Yeah,
thank you very much,
exactly.
DTM Talha. So I'm going to go ahead with the general evaluation for the day. And it was a beautiful morning. When I logged in, I was seeing how DTM Talha was welcoming everyone, sharing the decorum of the meeting, and then we're going ahead inviting all the guests why they're here, how did they learn about us, and taking a feedback. And taking an introduction. So thank you so much for doing that. That's very important in a meeting. And DTM Talha welcomes everyone with all his heart. I felt ignored today, but then I remembered I'm the member of the club coming after a long time. So thank you for reminding that too. I like the way how the keynote went today. It was very simple. Most of the time when we have our keynotes on a topic, we usually hear the experts talking big lingos and all that. What I saw today was that he was sharing real examples. He was opening up, sharing, what real time SEO is. And that really is a wonderful thing for any newbie to feel. All of us here are used to SEOs. We understand what social media marketing is, but it's always wonderful to see an expert talk in a lame way so that it's easy for us. And it's a learning for us that how do we explain to others that, come down to their level. I like that part when an expert does that, they don't go ahead show offing that they're an expert, but they actually do it for the love of the topic. And I enjoyed that today from the speaker. Following up with that, we had the table topic session. DTM Saif was actually traveling when he did that session. That's very impressive. I like the way that how he went ahead having those topics. He was very composed. I did have challenge of hearing at certain time, but of course that is because he was traveling. Kudos for those the motivation and the whole energy he has around doing his role in this meeting today. Brilliant topics, all the topics that made us dwell down, not just into storytelling, but sharing some philosophy around it. Everyone has done that today, by the way, starting from Toastmaster Augustine, DTM Miram Rizvi, and then we have Toastmaster Sabah, Toastmaster Umar, and Toastmaster Arvind today. Kudos to everyone for attempting. No disqualifications, nothing. So that's a brilliant success of a table topic session. Apart from that, we went into speeches today. So there's something I was holding up for my first speaker because I could not share extra apart from what my role is when I'm an evaluator. So Toastmaster Sabah, I sent a message, "You are lovely," to my husband, and this is what I got. So one reminder to me not to follow everything I hear in Toastmasters meeting. He's been still shocked that what am I doing that I had sent a random message to him. So thank you so much for that. Apart from that, I love you have been wonderfully evaluated by all the evaluators. Well, I don't have anything extra except one tip that I got from someone senior a long time ago, and I think I can do that, and that's nitpicking evaluation is that when you are asked to share that what speech you're about to do or what is your plan, it's always nice to say that I'm going to share the message of 3 magical words compared to I'm about to share a beautiful message of 3 magical words. So leave that beautiful, amazing, adventurous rubbish to us that, we decide. So when people say that, I have a story for you to tell you, you will be amazed what happened with me. And when you tell the story, the person did not feel amazed because you've opened up the climax first. So it's always nice to hold on to those words and trust me, this is me nitpicking. So this is just to take you ahead as a speaker that don't share whether the message is beautiful or amazing. Just share a message and leave it to the audience to decide. Toastmaster Karan Chisti was again evaluated very well. I like the way how DTM went ahead evaluating, asking the other role players to do first, and then she came up. Very interesting. As a general evaluator, I find that improvised and very well done because she was lost with such an amazing speech that what to give him a feedback. So she wanted ideas from others first so that she could have more things to say. Nicely done. And then I would like to share that all of the role players, evaluators are really going far ahead. I'm glad that we had somebody new suddenly today, Toastmaster Umar. You are now on board. So every time you come into the meeting, we are going to drag you in one or the other evaluations, because that really gets you specific, just to note down that specific part apart from the overall speech, and that really evaluates you as an evaluator once you go ahead doing it in your real life also. And one tip is that the timer today, the moment I said that, he's an amazing multitasker, I couldn't see him performing when I was doing evaluation. I was lost with the colors. So kudos to DTM Talha for doing so many roles at the same time, speaking and timing himself. Overall, the meeting was amazing, a wonderful learning. And I'm going to now hand it back over to DTM Talha, for DTM Saad for closing up. So over to you, DTM Saad.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Iram Rizvi, for your feedback, the comment, the evaluation, wrapping up the whole meeting. Now I would like to call for the vote of the best of big three. And in the meantime, can I please ask for the comments from our guests? The first one is Toastmaster Arvind. So Toastmaster Arvind, you joined us a bit late, but how did you like the table topics and the prepared speeches? Okay, we don't have Toastmaster Arvind with us, so the same question for Toastmaster Omar Farooq. You're a veteran, I know, but how was the experience of an advanced Toastmaster meeting of Quantum Leap?
It was wonderful. I missed the SEO keynote, but after that, just the table topic started and I was there. But it was a unique experience. I have attended a lot of advanced club meetings. It was different in a way that a lot of advanced clubs will do a panel evaluation, like they will have a delivery evaluator, and like one is the speech content evaluator, and then the other is the overall evaluator. This time you have a round robin kind of a four people evaluating each and every. You dissected the speech into four parts, and it was very unique, and I like that style. Normally I am a very well-rounded kind of evaluator. I like to capture all those things that I see, because for me visually it is like it's a speech will speak visually to me if the content is speaking. If content is not impactful, then it will not be very visual to me or also. So it will, so it's all things are connected for me. But otherwise it was a unique experience. I love this modular kind of a evaluation, like a geeky, you can say a geeky kind of evaluation. I love the evaluation of Iram Rizvi as a wonderful, very thorough and detailed. Table topics were interesting. So much learnings we can get from one Toastmasters meeting. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Master Umar, and we look forward to having you in future Toastmaster meetings and actually learning from you and your experience. So I would also like to say thanks to our Area 1 director and the and the and the incoming division director, Division A, B director, Toastmaster Augustine, and our prepared speaker, Toastmaster Sabah, for taking out time and attending the meeting. So, DTM Tara, do we have the votes finalized?
Yes, and speaking of votes, I believe, Mr. President, you also have a vital bit of business to announce after these votes. So
Yes.
just a reminder. Yeah. So today, every category was well contested, and that's the best part, because that's the most fun for the vote counter, because only I can see how the graphs are moving.
So today, our best speaker goes to Toastmaster Khurram Saeed. Congratulations. Our best evaluator goes to DTM Iram Rizvi. And I gave you the benefit of the doubt because I mistakenly turned off my video, so I don't know. Because who knows if you may have exceeded your time, but I don't know for sure. So I'm just kidding, by the way, just trying to make you feel bad. All right. Best modular evaluator today goes to myself. Thank you so much. In fact, it's a tie between myself and Toastmaster Umar Farooq. And since I'm the vote counter, I'm not breaking that tie. So it will be a joint win. Best table topics today goes to Toastmaster Sabah Anjum. So Toastmaster Sabah never walks away empty-handed from any contest. And today she proved it again. Congratulations. And finally, the best major role player is General Evaluator DTM Iram Rizvi. Congratulations on ripping us through shreds. People love that. Over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, TTM Tala. And yes, the announcement you were talking about, I was keeping it for the end. So fellow Toastmasters and members of Quantum Leap, we will have our election very soon. The this the this the committee chair TTM staff has announced the nominations, and that he has posted it on the on the WhatsApp group. We will ask him to post it again as well, plus the date of the election when it's suitable to hold them, and most likely that will be within the next 2 weeks, as per the the election protocol, that after the nomination you can have the election after 2 weeks, and you can and we will have our new XCOM for the year 2024 and 2025. So TTM Tala, would
DTM
you like
Saad,
to add something?
yeah, I'd like to just one proposal, and maybe you can sort it out with Mr. President himself. I believe that we can have the election meeting, maybe even next week or maybe Sunday morning, because it will be a special meeting. Uh, we already meet fortnightly, so let's not, let's make some additional time. No harm. It will take an hour or so. That's pretty much it. And I would also like to put something else on the table. Again, that is subject to the members' acceptance. That maybe again subject to the members' acceptance. That how would be should we keep on an ongoing basis, or maybe we can switch it around. So it's just something that I'm putting on the table. Right now, I think the schedule is overall fine, but I know of a few members uh, who have occupations on Saturday. So that's only purpose I'm putting it out.
TTM Tala, your voice was breaking a bit in the middle. Can you please repeat your proposal?
It's not a formal proposal. It's just something food for thought. About the election. Did you hear about the election one?
Yeah. The first part I did.
Yeah.
The next
So
part.
I'd just like to propose that the election can maybe since we already have a keynote speaker for the next meeting and everything is lined. We can have election in a separate meeting, maybe next Saturday or Sunday, to get it over with, right? and continue our usual. And secondly, I just wanted to put some food for thought for the members. This is not a formal proposal, not a formal resolution. That how about if we explore Sunday morning as a time of quantum leap meeting, because some members have occupation on Saturday, or maybe we can alternate. So again, both options are on the table. Perhaps we can, have an EC meeting and decide in that, and then put it before the members.
Makes sense.
I
Yes,
believe it will make more
that's a
sense
good.
for at least two. I believe it will make more sense for at least two members that I can see right now, and maybe
Yes.
more. Yeah.
One is I can see one. So who's the second one? I'm a bit confused. Okay, we'll
The one with the widest smile on the screen.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
Am I
myself
right?
and Saad both have a wider smile, but it's okay. But yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah, these both are good options, and let's explore in the EC, and
Yeah.
we can look into the date and the time as well. So
absolutely. So if that's what it takes to bring Toastmaster Forum back, so we should really explore that option. So
Actually,
that's about
Toastmaster
it.
Forum has shifted. Toastmaster Forum has shifted to the UK, so
Okay.
it's way early in the morning for him. But so for him, maybe the day is not that material, but maybe a tweak to the time. So again, putting both things on the table, right?
Perfect.
but we will. I
Talk
mean,
about
decide that democratically. I mean, what EC
Yeah,
decide. I mean, we'll follow that definitely.
sure. But you've just
talk
weakened your
about that.
case. You've just weakened your case by turning up in this meeting and making a superb speech. So now we know that yes, you can rise early in the morning and participate in the meeting. So
Perfect. So we will talk about that and also the election. So if there's nothing else, we can adjourn the meeting, TTM Tala.
yeah, sure.
Okay, everyone. So the meeting is adjourned. See you all next time in our next meeting, which will be held on the 22nd of June. Until then, bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
everyone. Thank you for making this a wonderful meeting. Allah.